as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be better, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love is save the day.
Today I'm going to show you how to play You Gotta Be by Desiree. There's not too much guitar on the original recording, so I'm going to show you the way how we play it with our band in vivo. We play the song since a few years now, sometimes with the whole band, sometimes only together with the singer. And I play basically the same guitar comping in all the situations, so the way I'm going to show you how to play this on the guitar will also work in the band situation. It will work together with a singer or at your next campfire session. To get an overview over the song, I can recommend a lead sheet you can download on my Patreon page. The link is down there in the description. We have basically three parts. There's a verse part, there's a chorus part, and there's a bridge part. And the verse and the chorus have the same chords, also the intro of the song. And first I'm going to show you the chords that I use, and then I show you a comping pattern for the right hand. The chords are, we start on an F at 9 chord, and for all the chords during the verse and the chorus I'm keeping the third fret on the high E string, the G, as a top note for every voicing. So our F at 9 is, I'll use my thumb for my bass note. So I have the thumb on the first fret of the low E string. I have the third finger on the third fret of the D string, the second finger on the second fret of the G string, the first finger on the first fret of the B string, and I have my fourth finger on the third fret of the high E string. After that we go to a G major chord. This is basically a normal open G major chord. And then to an A-7 chord, open A string, second fret of the D string with my second finger, open G string, first finger on the first fret of the B string, and once again the fourth finger on the third fret of the high E string. Then we go back to the F major, back to the G major, and then we have a C major chord. This is a normal open C major chord, but I still have the fourth finger on the G on the high E string. Then once again back to the F, once again back to the G, then once again to the A-7, and then we switch to this chord, which is an A flat major 7, 9, 13. We are barring the third fret. Then we use our second finger for the fourth fret of the low E string and our third finger for the fourth fret of the B string. After that we have a G7 sus4 chord. Still we bar our third fret and use our third finger for the fifth fret on the G string. Then we change to a B major chord. We have still our first finger barred on the third fret and use our fourth finger for the sixth fret of the low E string, which is our root for the chord. And the last chord is a C major chord, still barred on the third fret. And you can use your fourth finger for the fifth fret of the D string, of the fifth fret of the G string, and fifth fret of the B string. Or you can use these three fingers for the same notes, what is easy for you. as a comping pattern for the verse part or for the intro part, I'm starting with thumb for the bass note and the D string, the G string and the B string. After that I play the D string with my thumb, then the high E string with my third finger, B string, G string, back to the B string. For the G major chord, I'll start the same, thumb on the root note, D string, G string, B string. Then once again up to the high E string. And when I change to the A-7 chord, I'll leave these three fingers on the three high strings. First finger on the G string, second finger on the B string, third finger on the high E string. And my thumb is playing the A string now. And after hitting them together, I play G string, B string and E string once again. This is kind of my basic arpeggio pattern. I'll show you the three chords together. Once again. You can keep this pattern through the whole intro and the whole verse, or change it a little bit as you prefer. Then we go back to the F at 9 chord. And play the same, we change only the last chord. No, we don't play an A-7, we play the C major. Then once again back to the F major, G major, A-7, and then we change to this A flat major 9 chord. Once again, root note with D, G and B string, then the high E string once again, with the G7 sus chord. We also play the root note and the D, G and B string. And then I play a little melody movement. The third fret of the G string, and then I hammer my third finger on the fifth fret of the G string before changing to the B major chord and the C major chord. These last 4 chords and the intro and the verse section played completely. Then the first verse starts, and there's a slight difference to the intro part. We start with the F major, G, A-7, once again F, G, C, F, G, A-7, and the last 2 chords of the first verse are F, G and C again. So the movement to the A flat major 7 doesn't happen in the first verse. So the first verse played completely. Then the chorus starts, and for the chorus I change the camping pattern. I start once again with the low E string, the D string, the G string and the B string. But on the last 16th note of beat 1, 1, E and E, I play an upstroke with my thumb. And on beat 2, I hit the strings to simulate a snare drum beat. After the snare drum beat, once again, E string, D string, G string, B string. Then once again, this upstroke with my thumb, and back to a snare drum beat on beat 4. And between the chords, or on the last 8 notes of the bar, I play the low E string to move to the next chord. So the whole first bar. Then I change to the G major chord. Play basically the same pattern, but we have to change to the A minor 7 chord after the snare drum beat on beat 2. So the pattern starting on the G major chord. And at the end back to the low E string. So the whole pattern played slowly. Then we play the same for the next 2 bars. And change to the C major chord at the end. Then back to F, G, A minor. And then we can do the same with the A flat major 7 chord. Here we can also add this little melody movement. Then to the B major chord. The last 2 bars. So the complete chorus part. Then the second verse starts, and for the second verse you can play the complete same pattern as in the chorus. And then the second chorus starts and you keep the pattern. And after the second chorus there's a bridge section with slight different voicings. We're starting on a D minor chord. I'm using this barred D minor voicing on the 5th fret. 4th finger on the 6th fret of the B string, 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string, and 4th finger on the 7th fret of the G string. Then 1 bar of C over E. We keep our 5th fret barred, and our root note is on the 7th fret of the A string, using the 4 middle strings. Then we change for 1 bar to our F at 9 chord, same voicing as in the verse and chorus. And then we move to a C over G chord. Here I'm using my 4th finger barred on the 5th fret over the D, the G and the B string, and my 1st finger for the root note G. So I'm picking the low E string, the D string, the G string and the B string. Changing to a normal G barred chord on the 3rd fret. This whole section is repeated, but on the second time we stay on the F major chord at the end. So the whole bridge section goes like this. And then the third verse starts, and for the third verse I'm going back to the more arpeggiated comping pattern for the right hand, as we did in the intro section of the song. And for the last choruses, there are quite a few of them, we're going back to the other comping pattern with the right hand. If you want to listen to a complete version of the song, you will find it on my YouTube channel. There's a duo version I've uploaded a few years ago. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe if you haven't, or ring the bell, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.